Well, what do we have here? Someone cute, wide-eyed, and doesn't know what the hell they're getting themselves into. You don't look like you've spent a day underground. So why not tell me why you made a mess of yourself? Got yourself caught with us, tied up in that chair of yours. Don't make any mistake. I'm not going to do anything to you. The only reason you're tied up is because someone accused you of stealing. And it looks like someone with a copycat quirk either framed you, the unlucky passerby, or it really was you. I'm here to do some investigation. Listen to me. If you take one thing from knowing me, no, I'm not a bad guy. I'm really not. Just took what Stain said to heart. I don't like fake heroes, and as long as you're not a fake hero, I think you're fine. Don't say that. Don't the Burns Ed character. I'd say something nice, but a gangster like me, we have our rough around the edges sides. I mean, look at me. I've got more scars than most, as you can no doubt see. But are my scars kind of sexy? I think they are. Sometimes I look in the mirror and I just admire me. Maybe some fuckers think it's narcissistic, but it's not. Now look at me. Yeah. So, did you do it or not? What? Did you think I was going to interrogate you? Torture you? Maybe do something like leverage your safety, your family against you now? That's old school gangster business. I don't really have any need for that. No. Tell me, and I'll know if you're lying or not. So do be honest, won't you? It saves us both a lot of time, and also, it'll make you a little bit better in my book. For a wide-eyed cutie, you sure do blush easy. All I've been doing is talking into that sweet ear of yours, and this is the things I get. Not complaining, but you are one hell of a sexy thing. Not that that's the point here, no. So spit it out already. Tell me everything I want to know. Was it you who stole from us? Or was it someone copycatting? Mind showing me a demonstration of your quirk, then? You can't. How quaint. Well, lucky for you, I happen to know you're not lying to me right now. There's a few good reasons for it if you want to know. But one of the biggest ones is how honest your reactions are, how easy you blush, how easy my teasing gets to you. Nobody who's a hardened criminal enough to fuck with us would try anything if they were that good of an actor. They'd be living it up in Broadway or something. Doesn't make any sense to go to a life of crime if you were that good of an act. Baby, you should know by now. I'm doing this because it's what I do. I might be a gangster of the underground, but at least I've got class. This suit isn't just for show. Wouldn't want any blood on it or something. Believe it or not, I don't rough people up unless I absolutely have to. Avoiding violence is just one of my many skills and charms, as you'll probably find out. You see, there's a bit of a problem between you and me, and I hate to break it to you, but I can't just let you go even though I know you're innocent. You see, I have to pin this on someone, and looks like you're the unlucky one who gets the pin until we find this guy. So I'll keep you under house arrest, my penthouse suite, where you're sitting right now. Hope you don't mind. I'm not the type to spoil or anything, but I don't mind pouring you a glass of juice and watching the city, talking it out, and you'd have a hard time drinking it in a chair with your arms bound behind your back, right? Well, maybe I'll just carry you there. Can't let you go free yet. I don't know what your quirk is, but I can at least admire the fact you are one hell of a looker. You might not realize it, but I'd give at least half of my fortune for a kiss. Unless, of course, you offer it willingly like that. That's bad business, my dear. But it certainly adds to your cuteness factor. You either are an excellent act or wonderful, wonderful. A brand new innocent in this city right now. You sure do have lousy timing, you know. Or perfect timing, I can't decide which. You see, the city's undergoing a change, and someone, the tyrant, the one who rules from way up there, Shoto Todoroki. My brother killed our dad and stole his business, combined it with the mafia, and changed everything. So you could see me as someone who's just rambling off about his own problems, but this city is a wretched place right now. I plan to change that. You see, my gang, we're not just normal members of society. No, no, no. We're something of a counter-mafia ourselves. When he took over, not everyone agreed with him. They saw a tyrant in the making. They saw what I knew from the very start. Him being spoiled by father just ended up making things even more complicated. But baby, that's a story for another time. All you need to know is we don't get along, and I don't intend to let him take my throne. That's rightfully mine. And I also don't intend to stomp over little people on the way to getting there. Let's just say the thing your double stole was incredibly important to me. Sentimental, even. It's something that will help me in my uphill battle with opposing someone with a better quirk than mine. Gotta wonder what you're thinking with that wide-eyed look of yours. It's an expression I didn't mean literally, you dummy. Though I do think your eyes are beautiful and you should be more confident in them. I could stare in them for more than I'd like to admit. So what's your place in this chess war of people that you probably don't know or care about? I think it's an interesting thing that you know so little because so many are involved in this. The city's basically split down the middle like a damn pot roast, and no one's willing to share at the table. And for you, well, baby, you just got involved with a bad man. Now the question is, if you like bad boys, then maybe I'm the right one for you, but, well, this trailed off a bit, didn't it? Sorry, not sorry, because if I did apologize, I wouldn't be as suave. And I definitely wouldn't have made you blush as much as I did, so I'll consider it a win. The investment I put into you definitely had a return. Despite my fancy lingo with it, I don't actually give a fuck about money. That's not my thing. Me and my partner, Hawks, we're trying to make this world better. And not so some hero or villain or some do-good or bad can go and ruin it for the rest of us. All I care about is the little guy. The successful can do their own thing. They can survive. They've been through it. They're the Rottweilers, and everyone else like you is a Chihuahua to me. And I happen to like Chihuahuas a lot. That's why I'll give you a pet just for good measure. See, my hands are always warm because my blood is always warm. Kind of sucks though, because I need to watch out that I don't boil my own blood and that my insides don't burn up. That's why I sound like this. A lot of people don't get it. They don't see the curse and the blessing. They just want to be blind to it and see what they want to see. That's what so many people look at when they see the city. They see all the good, but it's not anything more than a cover-up of all the bad. You see, plenty of people thrive here, sure. But those plenty of people tend to use their thriving to throw others under the bus. A lot of things go wrong. A lot of people go missing. All in my brother's twisted little game. I don't like to admit it, that I'm his brother, but I guess it was already told because there's no other way I could give you context, baby. You see, this is gonna be my pie in the sky someday, and I want you, this innocent marvel, to have a world that you can go back to and be proud of. When this is finally all over and your innocence is proven and I have someone to pin all this on, the actual villain who did the wrong, then, and only then, will I let you go. But of course right now I wouldn't want to keep someone so beautiful tied up like this, so if you'll excuse me, do watch yourself and don't move too much. And just like that, your bindings are free. I didn't see your quirk, but I'm willing to bet by your attitude I could take you on 7 times over if you tried anything. Just something to keep in mind. I do have to fight people on a daily basis, so don't be surprised. So what is it you're chasing after, my lovely little captive? So something like that. Chasing after love, chasing after companionship, not wanting to feel alone. You know, it might not seem like it, but I really relate to that. I've never been one who fit in as obviously as you could see. Ever since I got these scars, I'm barely holding myself together, you could say. And the little friendship I've never had companionship, and I guess maybe this is my roundabout way of asking you on a date, right here, right now, to go on that balcony with me and enjoy a nice cup of tea, maybe a nice meal from some chef nobody gives a fuck about. And I don't mean that they're bad, no. They'd probably be so good, I just don't pay attention to people's names who I don't care about. So what's yours? I want to take it to heart. Your name is about as delectable as you, baby. Hope you don't mind, but baby just suited you, and I feel like, judging by how you've acted from the start, how honest you are, you just can't help yourself, can you? I like that about you. There's not enough innocence in this city, and I feel like I lost all of mine. So a gangster like me, well, we don't always know what we want. We know what's good for the city, sure. We know what we need to do, but it doesn't always coincide with our dreams or wants. And I want companionship, because I've never met someone that was worth my time until now. Maybe that sounds stupid, but love at first sight apparently exists. I was supposed to be being rough on you, but I know better than that. I know you didn't do it. I'm not an idiot. But what hurts the most, I think, is the fact that when I look at you, I can see that tinge of fear in your eyes, and I don't know if I should be thankful or hateful for it, but it's a thing of my own making. I did it to myself, and I know it. And I know it so much. I've had day in and day out of having situations just like this, where even if I might have seen someone who might have had a chance, they would run away. But I guess right now I'm in luck because you're my captive audience tonight. There's no guns blazing, there's no danger. In fact, I'd say there's no safer place in this city than right here, where no one else can see us on the roof. No matter how far they are, they couldn't. No matter what happens, they'd be without a way of facing me right here, right now. And that should give you the confidence to have a nice evening with me. So, what's your first impression of this burn man, huh? You like my suit? Yeah. I've never been complimented on my clothing choice, but I always thought it was a cross between Two-Face and the Joker. Just a little less colorful. Thought that maybe it suited me if I could match it to my situation up here and stuff. Oh, if you're wondering about the scars, yeah, it goes all the way down, and I do mean all the way down. Don't worry about it, though. Everything is just fine. I know I must look like a zombie in a suit, but isn't that kind of the aesthetic? That's kind of the draw of me, because if you were looking for a normal guy, baby, you'll never get that with me. That's not who I am, and that's never who I'll be. Instead, I'm always going to be exactly what I want to. I'm a free spirit, but I'm also lonely. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm doing this as much as a selfish, undeserved gift to myself as I am trying to honestly make this the best captive experience in kidnapping you've ever had. Despite how I may seem, I don't make a habit of it, and I don't like to. When I think of how scared you were at first, I felt hanging in my chest. I barely had the words come to the surface, but I had professionalism to worry about. I'm a leader, what people look up to in this group, and if I waver, everyone wavers. That's why I couldn't. That's why when I saw you, I held it in, but now that I see you, you are something fine beyond words. And I want nothing more than to have you in my arms. Then again, that would be incredibly insensitive if you don't like holding. How do you feel on the subject? Feel like making an exception for me? Am I the best captor you've ever had? I certainly hope so. Because if you make a habit of getting kidnapped, then, well, we might just have a problem here. Not that I wouldn't rescue you. I'd do it 1,000 times if you want. Because honestly, if I got to see that face and all, that blush of yours, baby, it'd be all worth it. Even if I got a few more holes in my body, or maybe a few more stitches, what does it matter? Are my scars pretty sexy, honestly? It's one of my many, many draws and talents, being able to make something out of not very much. Guess it was always my talent picking up after people who didn't have to. And I realized that's exactly what I did with the people who didn't agree with my brother. They were the scraps, the remnants, the unnecessaries, and they were all fired on the spot. Lost their job, lost their well-being, and I made them something. Something we can all work for. And I want to make something for you, just in a less business way. I want to take off the suit and show you something more casual. See, underneath every suit is a nice little vest like this. And underneath every vest like this is a mostly completely ripped hunk of a man who wants your attention. So he took off his shirt and suit and may or may not be hitting on you. In fact, I might just be hitting on you so hard that I'm coming off strongly. Not like one of those bad guys or something, but maybe just bad enough to get in your heart and stay there. You see, that's it. I realized somewhere along the lines I couldn't just be like everyone else if I wanted to get that romance you hear about once in a lifetime, you never actually get it. I don't want that to be the case for me, and I think I just found my way out. You're so cute when you're flustered, you know that. From the moment I've met you, you've stolen my heart. And perhaps that moment was only 20 minutes prior, but still. That was a special moment I don't ever want to forget. You being tied up in a chair, me being in a suit looking at you, menacingly trying to be menacing, but at the same time not wanting to be at all. That was exactly what happened. Baby, come a little closer, won't you? Trust me, I'm not like the big bad wolf, so I'm not gonna eat you, and if I do, I'm sure it'll be in a way you enjoy. Like devouring those lips of yours. You're so easy to convince. Why is that? Is it me or is it you? I can't tell. Some part of me wants to believe it's me, but I think it might just be you trusting me too easy. Baby, we gotta fix that or else you'll get yourself involved with some bad other men. But my selfish ass wants you only involved with this one bad man. The one who lays claim over you. The one bold enough to showcase his body scarred and super hot, right? That's gotta get me some points in your heart, right? Come on, baby, admit it. You're attracted to me, big time. Come on, baby, say it to me. Tell me everything you want me to hear. Yeah. You know, when I said that, it came out kind of wrong. I don't actually want you to appease me. Your honesty is what drew me to you. That's what made me attracted. Your honesty to a fault is what I love about you. Keep that no matter what. That honesty and innocence, I'll protect it with my life, with my everything. I want to protect you in this world because I've seen so many people as innocent as you. Maybe not quite as innocent as you, but terrible fates befell them. They lost their innocence in the worst way. And if I had to choose anything, I'd say leave your innocence with me and I'll take care of you forever. Not that you have to, just another pickup line and something more I want with you is to hold you that much closer, to make that little heart of yours beat out of your chest so much that you can't even think straight. And why bother when you can think about me instead? Tell me, is it bad of me that I want you? That I want someone who's an almost perfect stranger to be mine? And I want to get to know everything there is to know about you. Even if I might risk everything, I want it to be a sweet memory. And if I ever fade away, if I ever fail, and we get wiped out, I kind of want it to be one of those things where I lived my life to its fullest every single day. And you kind of inspire me to do that. When I look into your eyes, it just makes me want to kiss you, baby. Baby. Did I say something? No, baby. I said nothing but the words you wanted to hear. I could tell. Isn't that right, baby? Then again, I am a gangster. You think that I would care if I'm right or wrong? Actually, it's surprising even to me how much I do care about that. Everyone wants to label this or that good or bad, but I've only ever just wanted to be someone that makes people smile. I just wanted to make them happy, give them some reason to smile, but never quite as strong as when I look at you, baby. You're the utmost of that. You're the embodiment of the type of person I always wanted to protect. The person I always wanted to hold in my arms like this, grab by the waist, and dip like this. Stare into your eyes, and whisper a sweet baby in your ear. And if you're wondering, I'm not gonna apologize for that. If you want an apology, then maybe after everything. After you kiss me 100 times. I still won't say it. Because if I have to apologize for earnestly feeling love for you, or at least some kind of attraction and desire, then I'm truly the worst kind of scum and I don't deserve my dreams. That's why I'll be honest and true, even if I'm a scoundrel, because that's what I want to be. That's the person that I never got a chance to be when I was a villain. And that's why I've thrown away my past and embraced my present and whole. And baby, you're such a wonderful present. I think it's my birthday. That's right. I want you so bad. You have no idea, do you? No, even you're not that dense. A shirtless man holding you close, burying your head in my chest like that, so that you have a nice experience. You can hear my heartbeat and the fire burning in my stomach for you. You can probably even see how it is, how much I feel for you, how much this desire is more than just desire. You can tell that much, baby, can't you? I bet you can. Why don't you inspect a little closer? Oops, wardrobe malfunction. And why not? Why would I stop when you've said nothing but good things all this time? And I'm not trying to do anything. I just want to make you and myself more comfortable. And I did tell you, I want to get to know everything about you, from head to toe, and how that brain of yours ticks. The way you react is just the best. So, you want a gangster boyfriend, a gangster husband? You know you do, baby. Tasty lips and a tasty personality. With all these reactions, baby, you really know how to make a man go crazy. Now stay real still and just leave everything to me. You trust me, right? What's the worst that could happen? A gangster steal your tongue? I'm still kinda shook up for the fact that you've given me so much, even though I'm the one you should probably hate in this situation, right? Sure, maybe I tried to help, but I had to kidnap you, or else if someone else got you, it was all over. It's not a nice city we live in, and innocents like you need to be protected. And I always wanted a love like this. Not that I could call this love yet, but the fact that you've treated me so kindly and understood, what did I do to deserve someone as wonderful and angelic as you? It makes me feel so lucky. I feel like I'm not just some bastard trying to change something, but someone who actually has a chance to dream. That's all I ever wanted to do, is to be able to dream, to be able to have something of my own. I was the guy who saved my everything, and you've had every single one of my firsts, because I always wanted someone like you in my life. But you see, appearances can be deceiving, and I usually get judged by mine to be some kind of hard ass, some kind of bastard who's the type to play around with people's hearts, but I've never even tried once, because no one gave me a chance. You're the only one, and the one that makes my heart feel like it's still beating, still alive, even if I look like a zombie. I can't regret it, and I can't stop here. Won't you stay with me for a little while longer? It's okay, you don't have to feel pressured to. I'd never force you to. It's just I do have feelings for you, and I want to protect you from that world out there that would steal from you everything. And I also kind of want to tease you, prove that I'm the best man, and that all that hitting on you wasn't just for words. That was for a lot more. I'm not crying, you are. I'm just a little overwhelmed at how happy I am, meeting someone who is the first person to really matter in your whole wide existence. Not even being able to trust your own family. Them seeing you as little more than a failure, and not even getting to get that ending, getting even, making things this or that. I can't change what's already done. But that's why I try and look at the present. And baby, you're just like a present. I know it's cheesy. I didn't have anything else to say, and if I stopped being sarcastic and cynical, I'm pretty sure for even one moment I'd start breaking down. I'd start crying, and nobody wants to see a zombie cry. No, it's something in my eye. It's nothing. I promise you. You're the one crying, not me. What? Expected me not to have feelings. I know. That would be the stereotype of us gangsters, but as much as I can act the cool part when you get down to that gooey center, I can't. I can't. Because I do have feelings for you, feelings that make me want to hold you in my arms forever and never let go. Would that be okay? Even if the forever part is negotiable. I'm happy you got falsely accused. Because if you didn't, I'd be missing out on one of the brightest stars in the sky. And one of the best smiles I've ever seen in my life. And if you don't mind some broken bastard like me, maybe we can make this thing last a little longer. Live it up and have a life of our own. What do you say, baby? Wanna give this crying zombie a try?